Yeah. Not many of these videos out there on them, so I'm going to show you. The video on the TYT MD-9600. Yeah, we got a little hat over it. Because it doesn't have a remote head. Let's see if I can get it. Because we don't have a remote head, we just mounted the whole radio up on the dashboard. And what I did is I used some of this latex, and I glued down some neodymium magnets. I glued down some neodymium magnets onto the dashboard with latex, so I can pull it off. I'll be able to remove that stuff without leaving any debris. But why did I do the magnets? I put the magnets, and then there's a little bit of rubber over them, and basically the radio just clamps right down on it. You just drop the bracket right onto the magnets, and it holds the thing in place. But if we go to a bad area, you know, I can always pull the whole rig out. So anyway, so here's the rig. Let's see, I can go through. I programmed a VHF off or on the other side because this is my wife's rig. She doesn't want to listen to two at the same time. It gets a little confusing when you hear you'll be in a QSO and then something comes in on the other one, and she's got to fumble around. She wants to keep her eyes on the road. That's why she had me mounted here. I had the other radio mounted way down low, and she wouldn't. You know, she goes, if she doesn't turn the rig on and set it before she leaves, she will not touch the radio. So she will shut it off though. But this rig, she likes it. It comes on when she starts the car, comes off, turns off when she leaves. Just show you. So this is the. Let me show you the mic. Yeah, this is the mic. And I'm gonna hide those wires in a little bit. I just set this thing up in her car. Just finished the code plug. So let's see. I don't know if I can hit that carry repeater from here. It's pretty far away. That's funny. I had something come in on that. Shouldn't hear it. Let's see. So anyway, well, that's the rig. I'll ID after I end the video here. But it's pretty neat. You know, she can, one of these buttons, I can't remember which one it is. One of them was monitor. Yeah, see, that's promiscuous mode. So if you want to listen in cases using a different talk group. And then I think this is the power. One of them was the power button. Yeah, that's the power. Medium, low, medium, high. And then I think F2, P2 changes. This stuff is all changeable. You can set it through the software. And then I think P2 lets you, by default, it changes the, not the channel, but I think the zone. It bumps the zone up one. So anyway, that's the rig. I think it, they say 40 watts. I think it's more like 38 or 35. But it seems to be okay. It's a little bit quirky though. If you try to like jam some other code plug into it, it'll give you fits, man. It needs I had to like use the import function, and you have to keep UHF on the top side, and so there's actually two, right? There's a top and a bottom, and what they recommend is you use UHF on the top, VHF on the bottom. So all the VHF repeaters will be. We'll be down here.
Sunrise tomorrow is at 6:50.
stuff in there. Here's some of our local repeaters. Thought it would be net time.
Kind of embarrassing. But at any rate, it was a good breakfast. Came back here, rested up some, did some packing, and I'm going to do another.
It's kind of a nice little radio, you know.
The record high is.
So I set the VHF off so that you know, she won't be interfered with something, and it's locked out so it won't transmit. I labeled it. I called it VHF off. I got a UHF off in the upstairs one here. So I got a UHF off so that it won't receive anything right there. But you can set whatever you want. Let me see if we can hit Nashville. Actually, this PRN. Let's try that one. Kind of in a dead spot here, so. But, anyway, so that's it. That's the TYT MD-9600, mounted in a little Mazda CX-5 with a magnet, not a magnet mount, I mean a glass mount antenna, and seems to work fine. All right, later.